Just because I'm losing doesn't mean I'm lost.
Where did it go? Where can I find it?
I just got lost.
You'll win somehow, so give up on the battle, baby. It's hard, I know.
So I seemed to have lost my bench press. I don't know where it went. It's probably somewhere hiding with Omar's calves and Brandon's hair, but it is no longer with me. On this day, I was working with 235 pounds for triples, and it was a struggle, and I was pretty close to failing some reps, which is concerning given that I've hit 260 for triples before. So I would say as of now, I don't want to say it, but I've lost probably a good 20 pounds on my bench, and this could be for a variety of reasons. And of course, my first instinct is going to be to go back to all my old videos and look at when did things start to go bad. But honestly, I kind of think that would almost be a waste of time and energy. I'd much rather just look forward and fix the damn thing, because right now it is as bad as it has been in years. I mean, I think I was pushing 240 for 5 when I was going into my first year of college. I mean, that was probably touch and go, but still, I mean, I'm just in a slump right now, guys. So I've got to get it figured out, and I know some of you are sitting there thinking, you need to go on a bulk. Well, listen up, buddy. I'm going to talk about that here in a few seconds after the workout footage. So I finished up with this workout on a Sunday, and then the following Wednesday I went in for my second bench power day, which was a touch and go day, and I was only able to use that exact same weight of 235 pounds, mainly because I really taxed myself out in that previous workout session. So, I'm trying to keep up with the weights that I've hit even the last time I ran the program, and I'm just not able to do it right now, so I need to bump it back down and kind of start from scratch. But bench is obviously going to be something I'm going to be placing a lot of emphasis on, and it's not just my bench, it's all of my pressing movements, my overhead press, even my dumbbell bench press. But we're going to try to figure it out here, guys. So that is going to be the end of the workout. Now on to what everybody wants to see. Please leave your feedback on what you're about to watch and hear in the comments below. I want your guys' input. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Please like the video. Thanks, bye! Alright, let's talk bulk. So I woke up this morning at 176.5 pounds, which granted is a very light weigh-in for me. I'm probably realistically closer to 179 or 180. Just didn't get a whole lot of food in yesterday, had a very high energy expenditure, might have been a little bit dehydrated, but nonetheless, it's still pretty light. So I did the mock meet, and without a doubt, the most popular comment on that video was, "You need to bulk." But you guys leave that same comment on everyone's videos, because everyone on YouTube pretty much looks like they don't even lift. So I was thinking, well, maybe it's just you guys. I mean, maybe it's just your perception is wrong. But then, you know how it is. You guys comment on videos and everyone ignores you. No one responds or listens to what you're saying, but I try to be a little bit different. So I'm like, all right, maybe you guys are onto something. Maybe I do need to go on a little bulk to really maximize my strength gains. So I've done this video, why I don't bulk, cut, or take selfies, which if you guys want to search that on the channel, it is there. The rule 101 of selfies is you can't just smile. No one posts a selfie smiling, so you have to do some stupid little face, and I just haven't gotten it down yet. You got to do the deuces, or you have to just look up in the air like there's an airplane, or just the dumbfounded look, or some stupid little smile to make people think that you're looking at something that you're really not, or maybe it's even angry. And guys, I'm never angry, and you guys know I'm not shredded. I've already mentioned that. So I've got my reasons, but I've never really been on a bulk or a real cut, I would say. I've kind of just done this whole gain-taining thing. So maybe it's time. Maybe to really see the results that I really want to see, I need to start what you guys would consider a bulk. So let's talk about it. I guess there's pros and cons, right? I think that you guys want to see me bulk for one of two reasons. One group of people want to see me bulk because they are so sick of me complaining about how weak I am that they're like, dude, you just gotta put on some weight so you will stop nagging. And the other group is like, we want you to bulk because we want to see what kind of food you can come up with. So I think that it falls into one of those two categories. So if this is something you guys want to see, you let me know. If this is something you want to see documented, I think that's the other part of it. Maybe that's like the third category. People just want to see it documented. People want to just follow along with it. Maybe you're experiencing the same thing, or maybe you're interested in it. So that's what's on my mind. I mean, I'm open to it. To be honest, I don't really care that much to do it. It wouldn't be that much of a burden. I think that it might even be interesting just for experimental purposes. I mean, how do you know if you never try it? So that, I mean, it's definitely an option on the table. I take your guys' feedback very seriously. So I think it was good feedback too. I think that you guys had a lot of validity to what you were saying. So that's planned for now. I'm gonna wait to see what you guys say in the comments. I know some people are gonna say just do what you want, but you know, I don't know. What I want to do is get stronger, obviously, and make content that you guys will enjoy. So maybe that's the best of both worlds. But on YouTube, you know how this is. You've heard it time and time again. It's gonna be very slow, very controlled, probably to the point where you can't even tell any difference for the next year and a half. So I'm gonna be aiming at gaining about 0.379 pounds every 2 weeks and 16 hours. All right, I'm just kidding. You guys know that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna take it very slow. We're not gonna let it get out of control. We're gonna eat very sensibly.
Hi, can I have 4 conies and a 3-way?
I have the 4 conies and what else?
A 3-way?
Okay, so where I'm from, there is this glorious place called Skyline Chili. And if you're from this city where it originated, you either love it or you hate it, but most people love it. It's kind of like our claim to fame, and it's one of those things you know that it's Skyline. If you try that chili, it just has that distinct taste, and it is so good. I haven't had it in probably a few months now, so I had to stop and get it. I'm gonna start very basic here, just with 4 coney dogs, and they're kind of letting me down here. The presentation isn't the best, so you should always be on your A game because you never know when you're gonna get recorded and put on YouTube. So let me know in the comments below, do you guys have this around you? I know that in the Midwest at least they sell this stuff in the grocery store, but I'm telling you, it is amazing. So what we're gonna do, or what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna eat, and then I actually have some more stuff over there, as you probably heard, but I'm gonna start here. And then we're gonna watch some Ballers. I gotta get caught up there. Somehow I forgot how good this really was. I don't think I mentioned it. This chili actually has, I think it's chocolate. It's either chocolate or cocoa in it, which is why it's so distinctive. But man, oh man. Okay, part 2 of the history lesson. This right here is the 3-way. Well, it will be once I add the cheese. So we got the spaghetti with the chili, the cheese. You can get the 3-way, the 4-way, or the 5-way. I decided to be a little girl. So we're gonna have this before we head on to dessert. I know what you're thinking, it doesn't look that appetizing. It's just one of those things that you gotta take my word for. So obviously when we label a food as having good or bad macros, it's pretty relative based on what your daily intake is. And that Skyline, I would say, is pretty bad. I mean, you don't get a whole lot of volume there, but I mean, not the worst I've ever seen. But what I'm about to show you, I think is probably one of the worst I've ever seen. It's up there with Oreos. So look what we got here. We have got 27 little brownies here. Now, one of these brownies, let me show you how big they are. So it's just this little small guy right here, fits in my palm like so. It has 120 calories. So if I ate all 27 of these, then we would be looking at over 3,000 calories. Now, not convinced I'm gonna eat all of them. I don't even know if I'm gonna try, but I just figured I'd throw that out there. So they better be pretty freaking good. And then we also have, we got a little Quest bar, as well as some peanut butter M&Ms. Delicious every single time. So even though these guys are very small circumference wise, they're pretty dense. I mean, that does not make up for the calorie count on them, but in case you guys care, they're pretty delicious. And the other thing I was craving was a pancake. So you can see I whipped up a very, I would say, very plain pancake. It just has a little bit of peanut butter on there, but it'll get the job done. Well, I didn't get through all of them, but we still did some damage, and I think that is gonna do it for the night. I was trying to add it all up in my head. I think just with all this different food, I got in about 5,000 calories, and I can definitely feel it. It's just like sitting right there. So here's the deal. If this whole bulk thing goes through, it's not gonna be like this every single day. It's not gonna be, what do you call it, like the dirty bulk, or just the, what does Chris Jones always say? I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. So this was just kind of spark some interest, maybe just kick it off with a bang, I guess you could call it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. I'd be really interested to hear your guys' feedback. But that's going to do it, so please like this video if you did enjoy it. I really appreciate that, guys. It always means a lot to me. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch, and I'll talk to you next time.